Good morning, students. Today we are going to do the continuation part of 2.2, which is reconstruction, where we started Hitler's ambition to occupy the whole part of Europe as well as to take revenge from the winning powers of the First World War who had laid so many punishments against the Germany and also have under the League of Nations in 1933 occupied so many lands of Germany. Germany was completely demilitarized and it was given severe punishments. So Hitler wanted to take revenge for all these things, which we have done under the Treaty of Versailles. They were completely humiliated. Germans were humiliated. So the Germans' ambition was to now take the revenge. So under this, the first thing Hitler had done was he had integrated Austria and Germany in 1938 under the slogan One People, One Empire and One Leader. So now Austria was part of the Germany. Hitler thought of occupying regions to come out of economic crisis by accumulating resources. As we have done that, Germany was not at that time very rich because most of the all the regions, for example, the Rhineland, etc., they were taken over by the winning powers after the First World War. So Hitler wanted to first of all occupy those regions through which they can accumulate resources and the country can become rich again. Now we are continuing with the next part. In September 1939, Germany invaded Poland. Children, Second World War started in 1939 and ended in 1945. So how did it begin? It began when Germany invaded Poland. This started a war with France and England. The moment Germany invaded Poland, France and England were also alarmed and they entered into the war. The war continued. Germany was at the peak of its war. They were winning. To add to their power, in September 1940, a tripartite pact was signed. Now, what do you mean by tripartite? It is three. Tripartite means three. Three countries agreement. Three countries in 1940 signed an agreement. Which were the three countries? They were Germany, Italy and Japan. These three countries signed an agreement that they will fight the Second World War together. So you can see now these three were called as Axis powers. Three countries, Germany, Italy, Japan, were together in the Second World War and they were called as Axis powers, AXIS, Axis powers. This had strengthened Hitler's claim to international power. Now, Hitler was already strong, and when Italy and Japan joined, his power further increased. Many other puppet regimes supportive of Nazi Germany were installed in large part of Europe. Hitler started winning the war. He had occupied many areas of Europe and there, wherever he occupied the parts of Europe, he had set up he had set up a puppet government. Puppet government means the whole power will be in the hands of the Nazis. Only the ruler will be from that local area. That is called as puppet regime or puppet government. Again, I am repeating, all the power will be in the hands of Nazis, or that is Hitler, but only the ruler will be only from the local area, wherever the Hitler had won that area. From that area, the ruler will be a local person. That is the meaning of puppet regime. So, by the end of 1940, Hitler was at the pinnacle of his power. Pinnacle means at the height, completely at the peak, you can see. So by end of, when it started in 1939, the Second World War, and by end of 1940, Hitler was winning the war and he was at the peak of the war. So the whole world thought Hitler is going to win the Second World War. Now, Hitler's move to achieve his long-term aim of conquering Eastern Europe. Hitler was not happy only in occupying the Western Europe. His ambition was to even occupy Eastern Europe, and he wanted to ensure food supplies and living space for Germans. That means he wanted that there should be a proper food supplies for the German army and a place for the German army. In 1941, he attacked Soviet Union in June 1941. Now, this is what is called as the mistake which is done by the Hitler. Because of his ambitions, he made a mistake. By doing this, when he attacked on Soviet Union, we say that historic blunder happened. Hitler exposed the German Western Front to British aerial bombing and Eastern Front to the powerful Soviet armies. What did Hitler do? Hitler took his army to Soviet Union and attacked upon the Soviet Union. But he did not guard his own home, that is Germany. So what happened when he attacked on Soviet Union with his army? Germany was open. So on one side of the Germany, that is from the western side, Germany was attacked by British aerial bombs, and on the eastern side of Germany, it was attacked by powerful Soviet armies. Soviet army was called as Red Army. Soviet army was called as Soviet Red Army, and they were after the German army. Red Army inflicted a crushing and humiliating defeat on Germany at Stalingrad. This Red Army was against the German army completely, and they were after the German army, and they were searching all the German army wherever they were hiding, and they were killing this German army. So, at Stalingrad, which is a place, this German army, they have this Russian army or the Soviet army, they have attacked upon the German army. And Stalingrad is a place in Russia, that is in Soviet Union. So when the war was taking place over there, the whole of Red Army, which is said to be a very powerful army, they started winning the war. Almost they have defeated the Germany over there. After this, the Soviet Red Army hounded out the retreating German soldiers until they reached the heart of Berlin. And the Soviet Red Army was completely after the Germans. They were behind the Germans. They were defeated in Stalingrad, and they were completely being defeated at every place wherever they were going, and they were hunted till they reached Berlin. Where is Berlin located, children? Berlin is located in Germany. So from Soviet Union, the Red Army entered into the Germany till Berlin. They were after the German army. They were catching the German army and killing them. And in this way, Soviet army completely, it was occupied, the whole of the Eastern Europe completely was under the Soviet army only. And we can say that here, which is the turning point, Hitler's ambitions were not getting fulfilled, because now he was almost losing the war because he had attacked on Soviet Union. Now, to further add to Germans' problems or his Germans' defeat, USA had was no, first of all, USA was not involved in the Second World War at all. But I can say that it was forced to enter the Second World War. Now the reason comes that why USA was forced to enter the war. So here it is given that USA resisted involvement in the war. It was not involving in the war. Rather, it was unwilling to once again face the economic problems, because I told you that whenever there is a war, there is always economic depression. The country will face problems because the resources are diverted towards the war. So USA was not ready to face this problem again. So it was not involving in the war. And USA knew what happened in the First World War, how much destruction it had caused. But USA could not stay out of the Second World War. There is a reason for that. Rather, it is Japan which has forced USA to join the war. How? What did Japan do? As we have already done, Japan was along with Germany in the Second World War. So Japan also was ambitious. It also wanted to expand its power in the eastern part of the country, in the eastern part of the world. Now, what is there in the eastern part of the world? The countries like Vietnam were there in the eastern part of the world, and Japan wanted to occupy all these countries. And Japan wanted to become powerful here. In order to do so, Japan had occupied French Indochina. That is what I was telling, French Indochina, where we have Vietnam, Indonesia, Java, these countries, part of Indochina. So, Japan occupied this part of Indochina, which was at that time ruled by France. I am repeating, Japan was helping Germany in the Second World War. It was, you can say, an ally of Germany in the Second World War. Japan's ambition was also to increase its power. In order to do so, Japan has extended its power in the eastern part of the world. It had occupied French Indochina. French Indochina is Indochina means it's not India, children, it is Indonesia. Earlier, Indochina, there were three countries here. Indonesia, it is Java and Vietnam. These three countries together were part of the French Indochina. So, why French Indochina? Because it was already being ruled by, earlier first it was ruled by China, then it was occupied by France. And now in the Second World War, it was occupied by Japan. And it was planning attacks on US naval base in the Pacific Ocean. Not only this, Japan also planned to attack upon US naval base, because in those days there was no war, aerial bombings, these were less. The war was through the US through the ocean routes. And if you occupy the ocean routes, especially, then you will be able to occupy the trade. Why Japan is occupying the US naval base? Because once you occupy the naval base, then your resources, your country will not get the resources from the other countries. That is the meaning. So Japan had occupied the US naval bases in the Pacific. And when Japan extended its support to Hitler, not only this, Japan, when he had extended its support to Hitler, and the mistake which Japan did is Japan had bombed the US base, naval base I'm talking about, where the naval headquarters are there. It had attacked upon the US naval base at Pearl Harbor. Okay, Pearl Harbor. This is a what do you call it, as a port. Pearl Harbor is a port. So Japan had attacked the Pearl Harbor port of US, and that is what made US angry, and US entered the Second World War. Because in this Pearl Harbor, Japan had destroyed one of the very big ships of US, and many people also died in this ship. So that made US very angry, and it entered into the Second World War, and US was very angry. So what did US do? The war ended in May 1945. Children, do you know how the war ended? In Second World War in 1945, US dropped the nuclear bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the two cities in Japan which were completely smashed off to earth. And that is the end of the Second World War, which caused Hitler's defeat. Because Hitler was attacked by all the sides. It was attacked by France. Germany was attacked by France, and England from the western side. From the eastern side, the Soviet Union attacked, and US had already caused a lot of destruction in Japan. That is how the Second World War ended. And in the beginning of the chapter, we studied that finally Hitler had committed suicide because he knew that he lost the war and he will be caught by the enemies. So he and his whole family and his the ministers, all of them, they committed suicide. From this brief account of what happened in the Second World War, now children, we return to the Helmut story. Now I think you have followed the Helmut story. Helmut was a boy in the beginning of the chapter we did whose father shot himself. And Helmut was afraid that his mother will also poison him, because now you can understand Helmut's father was in the army of Hitler. And you know that Hitler lost the war. So definitely the winning powers will kill them. That is what how we are relating the story here. So this whole story, a story of Nazi criminality during the war. Children, this completes your completely one big part of the chapter, and both the world wars are over. First World War and the Second World War. After this, children, we will have an online class so that I can discuss the questions from this, and I want all of you, as I told you in the last class, please write separately a short summary of this chapter till now here. You can write till First World War, and then you can write about the Second World War. Then only you will be able to do the next part of the chapter, because the next part of the chapter is about the Nazi worldview. Like, how did the Nazis see the world from their eyes? What kind of state, country they wanted, which is called as racial state. Racial state means where there was a lot of difference between the races. So we'll do that. How did they made their country as a racial state, and how did they destroy it, and how did they kill that undesirable community? In the beginning of the chapter we did, they killed so many Jews, gypsies, the blacks, Russians, Poles and all, they killed. So many people they killed. So why did they kill? How did they kill? That we'll do in the next part, followed by racial utopia. That means how they developed this racial state, and how the youth in Nazi were taught from their childhood that they have to be a part of the army, and how the women were treated in the Nazi Germany. This is what is the next. It's completely and entirely a different part of the chapter. So till now, listen to all the videos again. Go through all of them: First World War, Second World War, Treaty of Versailles, and all, and write a short summary of this. Then we'll discuss this chapter, children. So have a good day, students. Listen to these videos again and again so that you can be strong in this chapter, so that then only you will understand the next part of the chapter. Have a good day, students.